Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to use the Animal Oracle cards, and we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with. We're going to look at current energies, things that you may need to look at, and future energies. And I'm going to use my Greenwich Tarot and get some tarot. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, so Capricorn, what you may possibly be struggling with. Use your mind wisely. All right. Current energies are what you may need to look at. Learning from the past. Future energies, what may possibly be coming in for you. We love that. Sweet results await. Sweet results await. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm seeing these cards and I'm being drawn to my vice versa cards. And these are cards that have images on both sides, so I'm feeling like I need to use these for the reading. All right. Yeah, these cards just want to... So we have the Fool. We have the King of Wands. Use your mind wisely. So that's pretty cool that the King of Wands came out, because I feel like he's somebody who's very wise. And look at that. We have the Strength card, the Leo card. All right. We have the Death card, Scorpio. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have Temperance. Sagittarius. And then we have the Lovers. And then on this side we have the Seven of Swords, and then on this side we have the Seven of Wands. So that's pretty cool. We have a 7 on the front and 7 on the back, 7, 7. So I'm just going to take this card from the bottom and flip it around here so we can see it. All right, so what you may be struggling with is we have the Pig Spirit, using your mind wisely. And I feel like with the Fool and the King of Wands and the Strength card, I feel like it could be a relationship that you're in with somebody who is controlling, with somebody that is overpowering, overbearing, and I feel like maybe it's having a fresh start with this person or walking away from this person, because it's almost like the Fool is walking away from this King of Wands. But I also feel like it's using your mind wisely is that may be what you're struggling with, because sometimes when we get ourselves into a situation where we're kind of clouded by what's going on around us, that we're not really able to see clearly and we're not able to use our mind wisely, is this situation really making me happy? Is this situation bringing me joy? Is this situation bringing me that respect and that, you know, that the positive energies that I need? And I feel like it's thinking about, you know, the situation that you're in and really seeing things clearly. So for current energies, we have Elephant Spirit. So what you may possibly need to look at is learning from the past. And are you repeating a pattern over here? Is that what you're struggling with? Are you repeating a pattern that you've done in the past? And kind of thinking about, okay, what have I learned from the past? And especially with the Death card here, that you're holding on to something that's not letting you move forward. I also feel like with this side of the card, I feel like it's kind of facing that darker side, those struggles, those things that are challenging to you. It's kind of coming face to face with those things and kind of looking them in the eyes and saying, okay, I've got to deal with this. Oops. Especially with it being next to the Ten of Swords, is because he's kind of taken off that armor and he's kind of looking at that and, you know, learning from the past. Just like the Elephant Spirit here, is that he's learning from the past and looking at what happened in the past, and am I repeating a pattern, and do I need to make better choices? Do I need to move away from that? Because it's almost like this Knight of Cups is like, okay, he's going into the dark and he's got the stars and he's kind of being guided by that, and he's moving on from that and moving away from that. And I just feel like you realize that it's time for you emotionally to walk away from this, to open your eyes and to see clearly, and to really think about things that you've done in the past or patterns that you've repeated. I feel like that's the big message here, is repeating. Are you repeating patterns? Sometimes we don't even realize it until we stop and we take a look at it. For future energies, we have the Queen of Wands, we have Temperance, and we have the Two of Cups, which is that relationships and the coming together. And I love that we have sweet results await. Sweet results await because you're learning from the past, you're using your mind wisely, you're letting go of what's holding you back, you're changing, you're transforming, you're looking at things differently, you're seeing things differently. Kind of that light bulb is going off for you, and you're like, wow, like now that I think about it, I am repeating patterns. I am doing the same thing. I am kind of surrounding myself with the same people, or I am kind of getting lost in a situation and I'm not really seeing clearly as to what's going on around me, right? That you may possibly be deceiving yourself that, oh yeah, I'm happy, but then really inside you're really not. So I kind of feel like it's that inner self-reflection and kind of pulling yourself out of this fog. I feel like there's kind of like this heaviness here, but then there's this lightness here. And it could be a relationship that you have. Like I said over here, is it somebody that you feel is controlling? It could be any type of relationship. It could be with a family member. It could be, for some reason I'm thinking brother or sister. It could be a partner. It could be a friend. It could be, whatever relationship that is, that maybe you feel that relationship is overbearing and it's just weighing heavy on you, and maybe it's just like this pattern that you keep repeating with this person. But over here I feel like you see eye to eye, because it's two people that are facing, and then we have the star there, so I feel like it's a new direction for you within that relationship. All right, so let's get some more cards. Learning from the past. I feel like when we stop and we look at things that we've done in the past, I feel like that kind of reveals a lot of things. I feel like it kind of sheds that skin, right? Because that's kind of what he did here with that armor. Relationships, it could be a friendship, right? Things from your past. It could be energies from your past. It could be things from your childhood. We have Five of Pentacles, which is a temporary hardship. So this is just temporary, because I feel like that because of this energy, I feel like you're in the energy to finally be able to see this, to look back. I love that. The Seven of Pentacles, kind of looking back over things from the past relationship, past things, or thinking about a relationship. Like you're kind of like, wait a minute. Let me think about this. Let me think about what's going on. I need to really figure out, how do I really feel about this relationship or this situation? And I really, maybe it's you want to start something new. Maybe you want to go in a new direction, and there's someone that's holding you back, and you thought that person was on your side, and this person is trying to talk you out of these new changes, maybe it's a new career, or you're moving, or this new venture that you want to go on, and maybe there's this person that is kind of talking you out of that. And maybe before they were able to talk you out of those things, but now you're like, wait a minute, like, this is something that's important to me. This is something that I feel inside, that I feel emotionally, that it's something that I want to do, and I want to pursue it, right? And having those, I just feel like you come to terms with something, like you realize something. There's a realization here. And you're really, like I said, facing kind of those heavier energies that maybe you haven't looked at before, and you're kind of facing those, and then you shed that skin. And then we have the Justice card, which is that balance, and that you're feeling like, wow, like this is more, maybe over here you were feeling it was more skewed towards this other person, and over here you're like, this is skewed more towards you, and things start happening for you. It's like when you release that heavy energy that you have around you, and you start surrounding yourself with positive energy, and you shed those skins and you let those things go and you move on from those situations, and you start having that positive energy and those thoughts around you where you're like, yeah, I'm going to win and I'm going to do it and I'm going to pursue my dreams and I'm going to be happy. And you start getting excited about what's to come, right? You start getting excited about the possibilities of what's coming in for you. Then all of a sudden things start happening for you. You start seeing things, you start seeing signs, you start seeing things that happen for you. Which I always like to tell my stories about the animals that I see around around where I live. So yesterday I was out on my patio and I have a table out there and I have some flowers and I was watering my flowers, and the hummingbird came and it was literally 2 feet in front of me, and it just hovered right in front of me, and it was like looking right at me. And I just froze and I was staring at the hummingbird and I was like, wow. You know, it's so cool. I love those things like that. And I feel like when those things happen for me, I feel excited and I feel positive and I feel happy, and I feel like, you know, maybe there's someone that's checking on me. My sister and I always feel that hummingbirds represent our grandmother, because she'll see hummingbirds and then I'll see hummingbirds, and we kind of feel like it's her checking on us. But it just gives me this positive energy, and it just helps to motivate me throughout my day. And then I came inside in here and I was looking out my window, and you guys know, if you follow me, that I always see animals out my window. So I was talking with my oldest son, and all of a sudden there was an armadillo that just came through, which I think is, I've never seen an armadillo out here, and it just came across the lawn and it was rooting through the grass, and I was just like, oh, I just felt like it was such a lucky day. And it was those signs and those things that I see that motivated me even more, and it made me even more excited. And I feel like that's the universe giving me those signs that it's going to be a good day and everything's going to be okay. And it's all how you perceive it. And to me, my perception is kind of that oh gosh, I can't think of the not verification, but that from the universe to say, yeah, like, you're on the right track, you're doing good, you know, keep going, today's going to be a good day, keep yourself in your positive energy. And the day was really good. I had a very good day yesterday, and it's just, I feel like it's those, you embracing that energy, shedding this old energy, facing those tougher things, and surrounding yourself with the possibilities and the positive energy, and looking for those little signs around you, and embracing that and keeping yourself in that positive energy. And like with the bee spirit here, sweet results await. And I feel like it's that grounding energy that you're like, yeah, I'm going to be okay. Like, it's going to be okay. I'm really proud of myself for doing this work. I'm proud of myself for seeing things for what they are. I'm proud of myself for not deceiving myself or surrounding myself with people that really don't have my best interest at heart. And I'm proud of myself for doing those things and moving forward, and kind of maybe taking those harder steps or those harder leaps of faith, of having that faith in ourselves. And knowing that everything will be okay, and embracing those sweet results and standing up for ourselves, right? Even though we're always going to have things coming at us, we're always going to have those challenges that we face. But if we believe in ourselves, and we feel like we have that own power within ourselves, and we know that we can handle any challenges that come towards us, and we know that we have our own best interests at heart, I feel like that's what makes life more fulfilling. And just embracing those little moments that you have, just like when the hummingbird was right across from me, or I'm looking out my window and I see the cute little armadillo digging around, and it's just like being happy, right? Appreciating all those little signs from the universe. All right, so let's close out with a fortune reading card. Sometimes we get off track, but that's okay. We'll pull ourselves back on track. Look at that. I love that. Sun, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. And I feel like that's definitely what's happening here, is that enormous growth ahead, definitely from facing those darker energies, and to shedding that skin, and to moving forward and making those choices that are best for us. So I think I feel like that's just what life is about, is that learning process and making those adjustments, and, just feeling more grounded and feeling more comfortable in our own skin. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.